I bought this FOBo tire pressure monitoring system for my motorcycle, my Triglide, which has 3 wheels and comes with 3 sensors there. And you can monitor your tire pressure through your iPhone app when it's mounted on your bike riding down the road, if you want to do it that way, or even if your bike's in your garage and you just want to see what your tire pressure is, you can just open your iPhone up and it shows you your tire pressure. But before I had this, which costs $148, I had this SYKIK tire pressure monitoring system on my motorcycle, and it just has a small LCD screen to monitor the numbers, and it was kind of small and it was hard for me to read at times. But the other day it fell off my bike because it's a long story, I'll tell you in a minute, but it fell off my bike and ruined it. So I thought, you know what, and this one cost $89, I think it was. So I just decided to try something new. What I like about the FOBo system is that the numbers are really super large and I don't need to wear glasses to see them. And also, as soon as you start up the app, it gives you instant tire reading. You don't need to roll the bike or nothing like that to activate anything. It senses the pressure right away. I just wanted to give you a heads up on this heads up display. It shows the tire temperature on each tire. As you can see, the left rear is 59 degrees and the right rear is 59 degrees, and the front tire is at 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And this icon shows the battery level of each individual valve stem cap sending unit. Now here I thought this was kind of cool. Each tire on the motorcycle is in a corresponding square showing the individual air pressure. And this is the package it came in, and this is what it was packed in right here. And this is the wrench to tighten up the nuts that go on the valve stems first, followed by the TPMS units, and then you use the wrench to tighten the nuts up. And I guess kind of what I don't like about it is if you're on a different app over here, or maybe your front page like that, or you're on your maps, you can't monitor the instant tire pressure like you could on the SYKIK tire pressure monitoring system. What I liked about the SYKIK tire pressure monitoring system is that I could always look at it anytime and it would show all 3 tire pressures. I could just instantly look at it. What I didn't like about it was that the lettering was real small and I had to wear my glasses to see it. If I didn't wear my glasses, I really couldn't see it. And when it gave a warning, it was an audible warning and you really couldn't hear it over the noise of the engine. And also it would flash on the screen there when you lost tire pressure, but it was so small you really couldn't see it there either. And another thing that it was okay, I guess, when you turned it on, like right now if I turned it on, it would show the old tire pressure and it wouldn't show new tire pressures until I rolled the motorcycle several feet to activate the TPMS sensors. Then it would give the current reading right there. The SYKIK TPMS has all the same features as the FOBo does, but it just has a smaller screen and has no app, but it does have a rechargeable battery for this one. When you get on your bike and you open the app, if you have a low tire on any one of these tires, it'll give you a red screen and it will give you an audible warning. It's rather loud, you will hear it. And also it will give you a notification that keeps flashing on your screen. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to pull the tire pressure monitor on the left rear tire and see how long it takes. Okay, it is off right now. I think it takes about 8 seconds or so before it lets you know that you had let's just say I had a blowout or something like that. There it is. Now you watch up to the screen there, the red, and then there's the notification that comes down, another notification coming down, tire breach, pressure breach, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm screwing it back in. Okay, it's screwed back in tight. See how long it takes to come back up on the screen there. I think it takes a few seconds here, about 8 seconds. Come on, 12 seconds. There it is. There's back up to normal there. If you're going down the road and you have a blowout, you know you had a blowout because you're riding your bike and you know. And this system here will be worthless It takes about 8 seconds to let you know a different tire pressure, so that's why it would be worthless if you had a blowout. If you're running down the road on your motorcycle and you begin to lose air pressure in one of your tires, you will get an audible sound from your phone, and also you will get a notification across the screen saying you're losing air pressure. But that is only if you have the FOBo app open in the background on your phone. If it's closed, you're not going to get no warning whatsoever. But if you got a different app open on your iPhone, or maybe you're on the desktop, you'll definitely get those warnings. And here's what it sounds like and looks like when you get those warnings. There we go. And it says Triglide rear left has deflated tire. And you can hear the alarm. That's as loud as the alarm goes, and so if you're going 60 miles an hour, you ain't gonna hear the alarm, but hopefully you'll see the notifications. So I guess since I wear glasses, I like this big screen a lot better than the little tiny screen that I always had to wear glasses, because I like to ride my motorcycle. I don't need glasses to ride my motorcycle. And these are the steel valve stems that they would like you to use. There's a controversy over whether rubber's okay and steel is a lot better, and I made a video on that if you want to look at that. And this is the order on how this thing goes. You screw that thing down like so, as you can see it. Screw it all the way down. Then you put the center on. And then you use the wrench to tighten it. And once you get it on there, then you just twist it to where the nut gets tight, and yeah, then you just pull it off. I already installed the other two. I was just going to quickly show you how I installed them. You take your sensor and you screw it on the valve stem cap, and then you get this screen right here. And once you get that screen, you just follow the on-screen instructions, proceed, and it's scanning. And it says scanning, as you can see there, the right rear sensor. And then it checking the sensor details, send it to iCloud, installation complete. Okay, and there it is, 20.9 PSI. And as a side note, I already have steel valve stems on my motorcycle. I had them installed a couple years ago. So if you have rubber valve stems and you want to use these steel valve stems, then you'll have to replace your rubber valve stems with these steel valve stems. And that would consist of you taking your motorcycle to the shop, having the shop take off the tires, and installing these metal valve stems. You had rubber on to begin with, now you want them to install these steel ones, and that's going to cost you a small fortune. I'm just going to guess and say $300, because it's a lot of work to get those tires off the bike and then take out the rubber valve stems and put these steel ones in. Or the other alternative is to take the tires off yourself, take them down to the shop, and have them replace the rubber ones with the steel ones, and then take your rims back to your shop or your house, and then you replace the tires. And that would cost you $80, about like what it cost me. And this is the SYKIK head unit that I've had for 3 years, and it's been really a good unit. I had it for about a year, and this plastic piece broke off the back right there. This is where your nut goes back in there. And I had to glue it, and I used it another 2 years after that. And finally it fell off my bike yesterday. So this is where it was when it fell off the other day. It just kind of fell off, bang, bounced on a roadway. And the breaking of this was my own fault, because I was using my own custom mounting instead of the one that they gave you. For the first year I used theirs and it worked fine. But when I went to this custom mounting bracket, I just needed a little bit more, and as I was tightening it, crack, 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 everything cracked. And so then I used the 5-minute epoxy to put that nut in there, and it worked good for another 2 years until just the other day when it just fell off and hit the pavement and messed it all up.